Hello, I'm Jem, and I'd like to talk to you about that anti-piracy ad that plays before every movie here in the Philippines. Well, almost every movie anyway. So it's got Derek Ramsey and this other intense-looking woman who wears a beanie, a knit beanie, by the way, in the heat of the tropics. Maybe this is what caused them to be so hot-headed that in their zealous defense of intellectual property, they chase after the pirate with loaded weapons and a crazy chase scene. They replay this tomato dropping scene twice. I don't know why, just to show off the CGI. And after that, it goes crazy because they draw out their guns. The guy doesn't want to give up, and then Derek Ramsey fires his pistol into the air, and then the guy just like, okay, I surrender. He puts his hands up, and then the two of them, looking very intense, they just point their guns at him, and then Derek Ramsey goes, "Piracy is a crime," blah 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 blah.
Piracy is stealing. Stealing is against the law. Piracy is a crime.
But do you actually feel safer having, like, with the idea of armed cops protecting intellectual property, armed cops who do not think twice about firing into the air? Hey, this is apparently a very tolerated and accepted way of stopping someone in their tracks. You shoot your gun into the air. That's right. Stray bullets, that's an urban legend. The laws of physics, that's a lie. The message this ad is giving out is that it's acceptable for people to use deadly force to apprehend some dude. What did you do? Oh, I was stupid enough to camcord some shitty ass. I have like this crappy copy because I was camcording in the theater. This ad is giving some kind of moral stamp to the idea that cops have the carte blanche to go around with loaded weapons to just catch these nefarious intellectual property thieves. And also remember, if they catch you and you don't stop, they are allowed to shoot bullets up into the air because that is a tolerated practice. That is from the guidebook of very good practices. Speaking of bullets, let's say Derek Ramsey shoots the gun up into the air. It miraculously does not hit anybody and kill anybody because, like I said, the laws of physics do not apply in the Philippines. Neither do the laws of common sense. It's such a magical place. It's like Gabriel Garcia Marquez's novels. It's magical realism. So that bullet, meanwhile, it flies. And since we don't obey the laws of physics here, it zigzags and it doesn't kill anybody. The stray bullets don't kill. It just magically falls into someone's roof. It just falls into someone's suitcase. So the suitcase of some guy traveling abroad. Let's say the suitcase was open, it didn't penetrate it, it just kind of landed in the pile of his clothes. And then the guy closes his suitcase sometime in the middle of the night because, hey, he's got to go to the airport, he's going somewhere. So he does. And he gets to the airport, they check his suitcase, and they find one single stray bullet. What would a normal airport do in a place that's not ruled by magic? Normal commonsensical people say, okay, it's one bullet. I will confiscate it, give you a warning, maybe put you on some kind of a watch list for next time, perhaps drag you to a room to interrogate you. Like, I will hassle you, and maybe in the States they probably do that, the TSA and whatnot. But after that, if they really find out, you're just like some schmuck idiot who either brought a bullet in your suitcase because you thought it was some lucky amulet or whatever, they'll just let you go. They'll confiscate it, warn you, like threaten you in the interrogation room, but then they'd eventually let you go. Or maybe ask you for a flat-out fine or whatever. However, here in this magical land where intellectual property theft is protected by a gun, this is what happens. They will charge you with a crime, an actual crime, because just like piracy is a crime, this is also an actual crime in the books. Just you're in possession of just one lone bullet. Yep, off to the well, stockade or whatever off to the cells you go. So they bring you to the police station, and if you don't want to miss your freaking flight, or you don't want to land in a jail cell here, what are you to do? There's two scenarios here. The other one, let's talk about it later. The first one is you actually were the one who brought the bullet, whether wittingly or unwittingly. Like unwittingly, maybe it just happened to drop into your suitcase from your silver bullet collection. You unwittingly brought it to the airport. The other scenario is you wittingly brought one lone bullet to the airport in your suitcase because, like a lot of people here, apparently you believe it's a good luck charm. Hey, nothing wrong with that. You know, people bring weirder things. I think like there's this foreign superstition, right? Like some rabbit's foot or something. That's creepy. That's from an actual living animal, right? So who am I to judge that you think a bullet is a good luck charm? So people have been bringing weirder stuff. So anyway, you wittingly brought it to the airport, one lone live bullet, but then they find it. They're like, okay, you cannot bring this to the flight. Okay, just take it. No, we can't just take it. We have to arrest you. What? Yeah, we have to arrest you. So what are you to do then? Regular people here, they'll just slip the guy around 500 pesos, maybe 1,000 pesos or something if there's two of them so that they could share. So you could get on your flight and get on with your life. But what if you were... You know what I love about the Philippines is that when, like on the roads, the traffic cops try to shake you down, they do not discriminate. Here in the Philippines, aside from, let's say, cars with diplomatic plates and the politicians, because they have also their special license plates, they actually I have seen them shake down everybody. Like they'll shake down whether you look poor, you look rich. Women, because women, they feel are weaker and would not want to have a prolonged argument with a male cop. So they'll shake it out. They know, hey, you know what? The women, she'll probably just give money to. I've seen them shake down guys too, just because there's a lot of guys driving. They basically shake down everybody. There's no discrimination. That's great. Back to the bullets. Okay, some people, they don't recall packing a bullet into their suitcase. They would think, maybe I accidentally, unwittingly brought it. So they just kind of just let it go. But what if you know for a fact there's no way that freaking bullet could have got into your luggage because maybe you had packed it very recently. You made sure to like lock it all up tight. And suddenly here comes the airport guy who's like, oh no, you got a bullet here. I was like, what? Yeah, you got a bullet here. We have to arrest you. We cannot just confiscate it. We cannot confiscate it, add your name to a watch list, interrogate you, scold you, and give you this fine. No, we really have to bring you to the actual police station. You're gonna have to miss your flight. We're gonna charge you with an actual crime, a crime where you need a lawyer to get out of. What are you to do? Now, here goes to the non-discriminatory policy philosophy, similar to the traffic cops who shake you down. Now, okay, this actually has been going on for decades. The thing is, it's just come to fore, I guess, I don't know, slow news week. Lately, what's been on the headlines is this apparent ring of geniuses in the airport who have amped up their efforts in planting lone bullets into people's suitcases to shake them down. Like I said, it's been happening for decades, but I guess they haven't been that crazy before where they plant like a lot in a day. And I guess half of the time when they shake people down, they do have, these people actually are the ones who pack the bullet because, like I said, they felt it's a good luck charm. So maybe, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Half the people they shake down actually brought the bullets. The other half they planted it. You shouldn't be actually planting that much that enough people are going to cause a ruckus that it's going to land in front page headlines. There's really no discrimination in who they target. They target the elderly, like they target migrant workers. And these are people who have like a freaking contract to go to, like they cannot miss their fucking flight. Well, I guess the rationale is, well, you know what, if this person is really desperate to get to their domestic helper job in Hong Kong that they cannot miss their flight, I think we can shake them down. It's safe. Let's plant a bullet in their back. Then they've also targeted affluent people because, hey, same idea. This guy is rich. He's just gonna pay to make it go away. They're gonna target Americans, Japanese people. Usually these foreigners, they're gonna be all like justice, freedom, liberté, égalité. I didn't bring that freaking bullet. you can arrest me, I am innocent, I shall fight this or whatever, and then they are just now in this world of hell. So basically all these things, it's a PR nightmare for the airport. But the thing is, there's a very, so now like the government is all like, yeah, we gonna look into it, like who is this ringleader, this mastermind of this genius plot to plant bullets in people's suitcases or shake them down or whatever. Who we have to like do this whole Sherlock Holmes investigation. But okay, you know what, let's say like you want to just move on and forget all this like investigation stuff. One simple solution is just like kind of, if you see some like doofus bring a bullet as a good luck charm, or just like let it go, really, like just confiscate it and let the guy move on. If you're really worried, take down his name, his details, add him to a watch list or something for next time, then let him go. That will also minimize the temptation for random low-level bureaucrats to be, okay, now I have this power to freak people out and shake them down. That will totally minimize the incentive for them because, hey, right? So, my face says it all. This brings me to my next topic, which is martial law. I went from law to martial law. Rip Van Winkle, if you're watching this, you may have missed this. Sometime in the 70s, the Philippines underwent a period of dictatorship for a couple decades, and it was lifted, and now we're here, free willing, democratic. Oh yeah, democratic, but with all these crazy ass laws about one bullet we haul you off to jail, or anti-piracy, we shoot guns in the air to warn you not to pirate some random ass movie. I've been reading all these people commenting things like, times were better during the times of the dictatorship. Why? Because there was a curfew, and I knew my husband would come home every night to me because there was a curfew. If you need some freaking curfew law to keep your husband from straying, I think you should check out what's keeping your marriage strong, or the glue between you is the fact that the national, federal level government has some law making sure your husband gets home, because if he doesn't follow that curfew, he could be arrested or whatever. Really think very hard about your marriage. Well, hope you enjoyed this one, and watch out for my next one. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click the thumbs up too. Bye!